Alright guys, so we've pulled off the highway onto Kipling Street, and I believe that is the street where Armbrust Pro Gym is on. And one thing I want to talk about in this video, man, you guys are seeing these videos like in the future because I had to get behind for whatever reasons, which I'll talk about. I'm not sure where that cut off, guys, but yeah, pause your reps, guys. Don't be scared to drop the weight. Don't be upset that you have to go lighter. Going lighter means that you have the opportunity to go heavier and more heavier. You have the option to go heavier still, because if you're pushing maximum weight, you have nowhere to go. But if you pull back, 5% and you get better at that weight, you're gonna have more room to grow. You're gonna build more muscle and you're gonna be healthier for it. So let's pull up in this biatch, not get hit by any cars. Snowy Colorado.
Time to hang out here for a while. Sets of 3, maybe 4 or 5, but I'm thinking sets of 3, master them, make them part.
Alright guys, what's going on? We're back with another voiceover. I'm going to do this in one take. We're going to go right through it, and I'm just going to give you guys my honest opinion on pause reps. This is a type of rep that you should be doing the majority of your compound movements, and yeah, it should be something that makes up the bulk of your training, not something you do as an accessory. Pause reps should make up the bulk of your training for your pressing movements and possibly even your squatting movements, but for we're definitely talking about pressing. Most of the time people get injured, it's back or shoulders or knees. Pausing with your squats, pausing with your leg movements can definitely keep you safe, but it really depends on what you're doing. You don't want to be doing pause deadlifts and pause front squats only. It would get very exhausting and probably be too fatiguing. So today we're going to talk about the pause bench press, which, yes, for your pressing days, if you're going to bench or use a barbell, definitely pause. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, I guess if you're advanced, it's up to you what you're doing. But if you've been in the gym for 3-4 years and you're trying to figure out your strength levels and how to get bigger, start pausing your reps. If you're touching and going or bouncing it off your chest or stopping above your chest, you're selling yourself short. So let's watch me hit this last set here on set 8. And this was starting to feel painfully heavy on every part of my body. And that's just how it goes. The strength is there, but it's all about having everything in the kinetic chain, every single muscle group being as strong as the other, especially your pecs.
All right guys, that wraps up 8 sets of 3. And for those of you thinking, well, it's really light, oh, it's not very hard, oh, what are you gonna do for your upper chest? If you're hitting full range of motion, hitting pause reps, hitting multiple high volume, lower rep sets, you're not gonna accidentally not recruit your upper chest. So don't worry about the bullshit, focus on getting stronger. And yeah, this wasn't even that good, didn't feel great. I got weak on the last set, so we still gotta build with 235.
So guys, we talked about pause benching, and I showed you 8 sets of what it looks like to pause bench, something maybe 70 to 80% of your max. I'm not gonna lie and say my max is 300 plus. I don't really know or care what it is. It's like asking someone what their body fat percentage is. It matters how you look and how you feel, and it's the same thing with your bench. If 235 feels heavy and triples are good for you, it doesn't matter if it looks like you can do 300. It matters how it feels and what you're actually doing. So pausing on the pressing has changed my benching, and I haven't been injured since I really started to master the pause. And as you can see here on my accessory movement, the shoulder press, I pretty much paused. And sometimes on this tricep movement, I'll wait at the bottom so I ensure a full stretch. But you'll see even here with the tricep press downs, the raises, form is always key. And obviously you're not gonna pause on a lateral raise unless you wanna hold it. But there's no jerking, there's no aggressive motion. I'm not pouring water like this. I'm keeping my shoulder externally rotated. When we bench, we don't wanna bench and rotate our shoulders like this. So why would you do that on a lateral raise? It's all about pausing in that deep position, which you can see me even here doing on triceps. I bring it up to where I would start a bench press, right where I'd bench, right into the pec, and then I press. So it's all about carryover and training for performance, because what we're trying to do is get stronger. So if you're bouncing reps off your chest, hoping you're gonna get stronger, you can't even tell if you're getting stronger because you're getting better at bouncing it off your chest, or are you getting stronger because you're building muscle? And pausing is going to be the best indicator of if you're building muscle, if you're getting stronger. We all know the gym bros that bounce 275 off their chest easy, then they bounce 315 super easy, and they put 335 on, 335, and they miss it, or they can't get it anywhere, or it falls on their chest because they messed up the technique of the bounce repetition. So I don't want to see anybody that I follow on Instagram or that follows me on Instagram, any of my buddies online, any of my trainees, I don't want to see anyone bouncing a barbell. The barbell is meant to be pressed or deadlifted and then dropped, or pressed and then locked out and then brought back to the chest. You should not be stopping the bar short of the end range. Complete the range of motion and then pause. You will not get a proper range of motion if you touch and go or tap and go. I've seen some powerlifters kind of popularize touch and go. I know Nick Wright does some touch and go benching. I know Silent Mike is really big on touch and go deadlifts, or at least using the eccentric load. But they're not writing programs based on, okay, you're gonna touch and go a triple, touch and go a double, touch and go 5 sets of 2. You always start with your pause reps, your full range of motion reps, and then from there, you might want to try some accessory work, but that's not really for you or me to decide. That's really up to a coach and his strength athlete. So don't worry about anything other than full range of motion. I had a trainee send me a video. He can deadlift 495, and he sent me a video squatting 365 above parallel. Mind you, he pulled 495 perfectly clean with awesome form, 10 out of 10 form. And then he sends me 365, and it, to be honest, looked really bad. And so I had him do 225, ass to grass, pause, knees out, knees forward. And to see someone squat 225 with impressive form is much better than squatting any other weight with worse form. So it's all about the right way of doing things, guys. And I'm sorry I went on with it, but pause your presses. I don't care if it's overhead press, incline dumbbell press. Bring the dumbbells here, and instead of going back up, pause, let your chest open, retract, sink it in more, almost do like a miniature fly, and then press. And you'll see the difference. You'll see the huge, huge difference. A 1/4 inch range of motion means more muscle recruitment, means more muscle stretch, means more stretch reflex and more power out of the whole through a fuller range of motion. So guys, there's really no arguing it. But if you want to argue, yeah, I don't know. Good luck. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. God.
Got me like a Hellcat.
Alright, let's see. Tire size 225 50 18. That would be correct. 33 psi front, 32 psi rear. Low tire pressure lights on. Front left looks a little fat and flat, so let's get these to 33 all around. Good morning to you all. It is 8 a.m. And this is my current bathroom situation right now, and what I'm gonna do on Thursday is weigh in. This is my first time weighing in on a scale since I've left Miami, and now it's been about a week. You guys have seen about 3 or 4 lifting sessions, 3 or 4 cheat meals, 3 days of traveling, whatever you wanna call it. I'm gonna set this camera up, grab my scale, and you guys will see me weigh in 8 in the morning on Thursday for the first time. Haven't tracked anything, haven't tracked my body weight, haven't been using measuring cups, haven't been using scales. I've been measuring my egg whites, that's about it. So let's set this camera up, weigh in, and I'll show you guys where I'm at. My guess is low 200s. Let's check it out. So my guess was gonna be 202. Oh boy, we may caught me by surprise there, but today is gonna be our first fasted cardio session in Denver. Definitely took a few days off cardio just because of all the lifting, all this getting settled in that I've had to do. But today I can't train because I'm dead from 4 days in a row, so it's time to go hit a nice long cardio sesh. Let's do that. You guys, do you see that? It's 75 degrees out and it was snowing a week ago. So in this video, now that I've gotten my bearings straight a little bit and I'm off my butt and feeling a little bit better, it's time to, geez, I can't let you guys down or myself. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about why my bro diet, where I don't track anything technically, is better than your diet or better than any of these other scientific based diets. And I'm gonna explain that to you in this video after we train legs.